Here with Coach Prejean as Demons get ready to head down to Houston for the last road conference series and a big one at that. We'll get to that momentarily. But Coach, want to get some maybe final thoughts on the game against Tech. Big win for us, third straight, come back again. Just talk me through what you've looked back on that game and how you felt about it and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. You know, just of course, I went home and rewatched the whole game last night till 2 in the morning. You know, just it was a fun game to be a part of. Fun game, good team win. You know, we have faced adversity with different things, whether it be the umpires in the zone or not getting the breaks, some errors, you know, early on. But we just kept. The pitchers allowed us to our offense to catch up later on in the game, and it was definitely a good thing to be a part of, and I think it's a good momentum builder going into this weekend and on all aspects, confidence, you know, and so hopefully we can take that going into Friday night.
Now I know every coach would love some runs earlier in the game,
Right,
but
right.
the last few games, I mean, 5 runs in the 6th last night, 3 runs in the 6th against Commerce, 4 runs 7th against Southeastern. I mean, what is it about those late game situations you feel like
Yeah.
the last few weeks have helped us and allowed us to be productive late in the game?
Maybe their mental approach,
Yeah.
you know, and making adjustments as they get further along in the game. Seeing the pitcher 2 and 3 times, and they're able to make an adjustments when they go up there. So that's definitely improved and allowed us to score runs, you know, later on. Maybe not being as aggressive, drawing some walks, putting the ball in play, and things like that.
One of the other things from that win against Tech, too, 8 hits, 8 different people.
Yeah.
8 runs scored, 8 different people.
Yeah.
When that offense is working like that, I mean, that's
Yeah.
a lot of fun, I know, to be a part of and
Right.
to coach and to see happen.
Right, and obviously the more you can do it consistently, like passing the bat down, and I think that's what we did in the later half innings, you know, putting the ball in play and creating some adversity for them and being able to capitalize on it. We were able to be a little more aggressive on the bases, so that definitely attributes to that. And yeah, so the 8 hits, 8 different players. That's crazy, right? And I don't think Sophia got a hit, but she was on base 2 out of 3 times, you know, so that was good to see.
You mentioned the confidence that a win like that can bring this team. How important is that going into this weekend, where you know us and HCU battling for that tournament spot, and really in a lot of ways whoever wins this series has the front or driver's seat to getting into the tournament. So going in with that sort of confidence has to give a big boost.
Right, and it does. You know, I think our bats will be there this weekend. You know, hope they show up, and we're gonna just take one game at a time. You know, and we're not gonna let the moment get too big, and we got to win the first game. And if we win the first game, we got to win the second game, and just go out there and leave it on the field and enjoy it. You know, we put ourselves in this position, and it's a good thing to have. You know, it's a good position to be in. We're still fighting, we're still grinding, and let's just go out there and enjoy it.
What's the biggest key? I mean, obviously HCU is kind of feels like they're kind of figuring it out a little bit like we are, getting some momentum here late in the game, late in the season. Yes, they got swept by McNeese, but a competitive, close series. So it's going to come down to little things, I feel like,
Right.
this weekend.
Yeah, exactly. And I know it's their senior weekend as well, so they're going to be probably playing on some emotion as well. Yeah, just executing and making the timely pitching when we have to, and making the key defensive plays, you know, and just taking it one game at a time. You look at our numbers, you look at their numbers, they're almost identical, you know, very, very similar. Obviously, our records are similar in conference, so just go out there and compete, and if you have some adversity, doesn't matter, get to the next play and put ourselves in a position to win in that 7th inning every game.
Coach, thanks so much.
Thank you. Welcome.